Guys, welcome back to another episode of Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. Today I'm out in the greenhouse and I just wanted to give you a couple of tips on plants, seedlings in particular, about when's the right time to transplant them when you're still in a condition like me. It is 45 outside right now. It is the beginning of May. This was the high today, was 45, so it's too early for me to put certain seedlings like my tomatoes, my cucumbers in the ground. So what I've had to do, actually, if you're like me and you really want to get started this early, what I've had to do is actually keep mine indoors and just bring them out to the greenhouse on the warmer days and take them back inside. And you know, if I went by the Farmer's Almanac this year, the expected is this up and coming weekend to plant them. And of course, we're supposed to get a ton of rain and it's still supposed to be cold. But the week after is supposed to be 85 with overnights in the low 50s. So we'll see. We're getting that much closer. But I expected to try to get these in beginning of May. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I want to show you guys exactly what I did with a couple of my tomato plants and how successful it ended up being and why you should be looking at your plants this way too. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get started. Well, welcome back, guys. I wanted to show you, these are my cucumber plants. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on with them too. But in particular, I want to start with the tomato plant. So this tomato plant here is a variety of beefsteak tomatoes. You can see I've got them in plugs, right? That's what they like to call these things. Just plugs of dirt, right? So I know that I've got, these are healthy. They're still doing very well. But you can see they're kind of stunted in their growth, right? So the reason for that, they're not drying out. I'm keeping them nice, and you can see the soil is starting to get compacted. And the reason for that is because I've got a lot of root there. But what can happen is these roots can get really bound and they can start to die just from being overly root bound. I'm not there yet. I think I can get these ones in here to survive another couple of weeks. But in particular, I was a little concerned about that. So here's what I did, guys. I actually transplanted one plant each about 2 weeks ago into this larger container. You can see, let me see if I can get a good shot for you. Yeah, you can see in here, look at the root growth that's all the way just filling up this container, giving it lots of room. So I did that with two of my plants. You can see how large these ones are. Now, the great thing about tomatoes is I took this plug and buried it all the way down, almost all the way. I left about a 1/4 inch dirt because tomatoes, actually these hairs on the actual root there, let me see, yep, you can see it right there. Those hairs are actually fibers trying to create new roots. So the deeper you bury this to begin with, and it will actually get a stronger root. So this will be a very strong plant that I'll be planting in the ground because all of that stem that I buried down, this stem here became the root. So I'd cut off the leaves and I buried that down. So you can see just the exact same planting. Look how much taller they are in just 2 weeks. So that's what I'm talking about, guys, is these particular ones will survive probably 1-2 more weeks just fine in here with the right amount of water, the right light, because I do have them in the house under grow lights. I'm not keeping them outdoors overnight or anything like that. I'm not even keeping them in the greenhouse on this 45-degree day, even though the rest of my plants are doing just fine. I'm actually, it got up to about 70 here, even though it was cloudy and gloomy. It stayed about 70 inside the greenhouse here. So the rest of my plants that are under cover in the greenhouse, like my lettuces, my colder weather crops, and my herbs that I'm growing in here are doing just fine. But I was not taking a chance on these seedlings that I've been nursing for about 2 months. So some of you are probably saying, wow, that's all the growth you got in 2 months. I've been trying to keep them low and keeping the grow lights low. I don't want them to take off and actually bloom because I don't want to pollinate them by hand. You can, but I don't want to. So they're doing very well. They're very healthy. There's nothing wrong with them. But let me show you what's going on with my cucumbers. So these cucumbers are actually from the beginning of March as well, just like the tomatoes. And I transplanted them. You guys may remember a video probably end of March where I transplanted them into this particular thing. Now you can see there's some coloration issues on the leaves. That's okay. I'm not worried about that because as the leaves continue to grow, I'll cut those ones off and they'll be fine. But what is happening is that this soil is very compacted, and these particular cucumbers are getting very root bound. But I'm actually starting to get male and female flowers. You can see right here, this particular is a cucumber. It's actually a female, male flower that's happening, and I'm going to end up cutting it off because it's not going to be pollinated just yet. I've ended up having to cut the flowers off because it's already trying to flower at this size, and I don't want that. It hasn't even grown any tendrils whatsoever. It's not growing further as a vine right now, and it's because it doesn't have enough space to continue to grow out. Now, cucumbers are not like tomatoes where you can vary the stem and it gets a root growth, but they are. I mean, they're tall, but these are as tall as they were when I took them from the seed pods and put them in this pot. They have not grown in height. So most of you are probably going, wow, that's not good. Cucumbers are supposed to grow. They're still healthy. They're still producing flowers. They're still trying to give off crop. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. This particular one in front here is tiny. Look at how small this thing is, right? And it's just not getting a root because this space in the soil is not enough. It's too compacted. There's too root bound. What I would do at this stage is transplant them into a larger pot, something to give it room for root. And I know you guys are saying, wow, you should really cover that up because roots don't like sunlight. You should cover that up. Look at this root system, guys. I mean, incredible. Remember, my light's shining down on top of it. It's not shining into it. Some of you out there will say you should cover that with cardboard. Look, guys, to each their own. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there's a proven system where it's not necessarily necessary to take all those extra precautions. Do I caution you and say you absolutely should when you can? Yes, absolutely. Understand the growing environment that you're in and the health of your plants. Now you can see here that, yeah, these leaves look a little weathered. These particular ones could stand a boost of some fresh soil, maybe some compost. And when I transplant them in the ground, I may do something like that. I've already been burying small spots of compost around where these are going to go for over the last few weeks because I want to give them a healthy start. So these will make it the next couple of weeks the way that I have them. I'm not ready to transplant them, but I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks that you could focus on if you still are worried about extending your growing season, maybe till the end of May, even beginning of June. We don't know what that weather looks like. So this weekend, as the forecast comes out, moving into the next week, I'm going to start making my decisions, and that's what you should be looking at too. Look at the 10 to 15 day forecast and see what's out there. And that's how I would plan around gardens, because I'm sure there's a lot of you out there right now who are kicking yourselves based on, I saw 2 dates in the Farmer's Almanac, beginning of May and then May 16th. I'm planning on May 16th. Well, it's going to thunderstorm all day, so probably not going to happen that day, and I have to work the week, so maybe some evening gardening. We'll see, depending on that forecast. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a couple of tips on and show you the difference on what it can make by giving your plants some roots to grow, some room to grow. So a lot of people will do raised beds, but they'll make them very shallow raised beds, and they'll try to plant tomatoes, or you'll do potted plants and do container gardening. That's great. Just make sure you understand the depth of what your plant that you're planting and the kind of root that it needs to expand. Otherwise, you're going to stunt the growth of your plants. So I just wanted to show you how you can elongate the life of your seedlings a little bit more if you have the room to do it. And then signs to watch out for that mean your seedlings just aren't doing that well. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit like and share it out if you could. Otherwise, if you guys want to see more content like this, more tips and tricks to come, make sure you guys are subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. And as always, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe and really enjoying your gardening.